This is Chris from ScheduleBliss.com. We're going to be continuing our series going over how to manage your studio with the ScheduleBliss online software. So I had a request asking how to deal with customers that want to pay on account for products and services, and then how to deal with their payments on accounts. So typically you would use these transactions when someone comes into your studio and perhaps they want to sign up for a class and purchase um, a pass, maybe a 10-pack pass, or some products from your studio, and they don't want to pay immediately, they want to pay later. And then typically they would come in later on, and then they would pay for that purchase later. And typically when that person signs in for a class, you'd like to get some kind of heads up information that they owe a balance and that you could bring that up with them to ask them if they'd like to pay for that. So looking at the class check-in, we're signing up our 9 a.m. Hatha Yoga class on a Wednesday, and we got 3 people signed in so far. And let's say that someone comes in and they would like to make a purchase. So as always, we go over to our sales point of sale screen, and we click on that and bring it up. And as you can see, the ticket ID number is there, and the team member, Chris, that's me. And we go ahead and click on client to select the client. And so let's say we're going to start typing the name, and it's a Susan Smith that comes in for class. So we go ahead and select that. And Susan says that she'd like to purchase a 10-pack of passes for yoga. So we go over to add service item, and we click over there, and we select the 10-pack, and the 10-pack information window drops down, and if we're all good with that, which we are, we're just gonna go ahead and say add item. And that goes and adds that that pass to the transaction. So perhaps she says that she'd also like to purchase one of our very popular spring waters. So we can go ahead and add that. And here you can see maybe she'd like to purchase 2 spring waters. Go ahead and put in 2, and that comes out to $5. And as you can see, we're in California, and right now tax is sales tax is at around 8%, so that comes out to 40 cents additional on those 2 items. So that comes out to a grand total of $105.40. So perhaps Susan might say, well, you know what, I don't have that much money with me. All I've got is $80 in cash. So we can say, okay, no problem. So we go and we click on the, sorry, let me show that again. So we're going to go down here to the add payment button. We're going to click on that. It calls up the payment methods that we've got, and she said she wants to pay cash, so we're going to go ahead and click on cash. And she said she's paying $80 today, cash. So we go ahead and apply that, and that adds it to that transaction. So we've still got a remaining balance of $25.40. So we can't finalize that sale yet. So what we need to do is indicate that she's paying the rest on credit. Now to do that, we go ahead and click Add Payment again, and we go down to the On Account Payment Method. And clicking on that method, once again we need to say how much she's putting on account. So we put $25.40 on account, and go ahead and apply that. And then that gives us a zero balance remaining, so we can go ahead and finalize that sale for Susan. So go ahead and finalize that. And now that she's paid for a class, we can go ahead and check her in. So we start typing her name pops up. Go ahead and check her in. So as you can see, the system has popped up that Susan has a balance of $25.40 on her account, which is cool because that helps you or whoever's checking in the class or running your front desk to know that this customer has a balance, and you may want to ask them when they'll be able to pay. And perhaps Susan might say that she'll be able to pay at the end of the month. So maybe we go ahead and click on her profile and just put a note here. Susan will be able to pay this off by the end of April 2013. Go ahead and add that, and if you refresh that list, you'll see that there's now a note there next to her name, and if you roll over or mouse over that note, you'll see that she'll be able to pay that off by the end of April. Okay, so let's fast forward to the end of the month, and Susan comes in again, and when she checks in, obviously we see that there's an indication that she has a $25 balance, and we can roll over that note and see that, yep, she said that she'll be able to pay today, so we can ask her about that. So we ask Susan if she'd like to pay today, and she says she would. So we go ahead and click on Sales again, calling up our Sales window, and we could go ahead and put her name in the client window if it wasn't there. And then we're going to go ahead and click on Receive Payment on Account. So when we click on that, you'll see that the two items that she paid for last time come up. So you'll notice that she had a balance of $25.40, which was owing on those two items. And ScheduleBliss has automatically gone and distributed the amount that was owed over those two items proportionately to how much each one costs. So we've got $24.10 due on the 10-pack, and $1.30 on the spring water. So, well, for argument's sake, let's say that Susan says, you know what, I would like to pay off that that 10-pack today. So you can go ahead and say, okay, you want to pay off the 10-pack today, so we're going to apply the payment on account for the 10-pack. So go ahead and click on Apply, and you'll see that it automatically appears under the description of what's being paid for, payment on a 10-pack. And the apply button obviously disappears there. And you know what? Let's say that she says, you know what? I can really only afford 30 cents on that spring water. So go ahead and say that on that spring water today she can only pay the 30 cents off, and she'll have to do the rest later. So go ahead and apply that. So she has asked to pay off $24.40 today, and we're going to go and select the payment method. Perhaps she'll say, can she pay for that on her credit card? Go ahead, click on credit card. She's gonna pay $24.40 on that card. Let's say you don't have to put the last 4 digits in, but if you want to, you can put them in just for your records. Go ahead and apply that payment. The remaining balance is now 0, and you can go ahead and finalize that payment on her account. So you click on finalize. So if we go here and actually refresh the check-in list, you'll see that her new balance is only $1 left on her account to pay. And maybe we can even go ahead and update her note. And she says, you know what, give me until the end of May and I'll be able to pay that dollar off. Well, there you go. She's got the next month to pay off that dollar. Go ahead and save that. And the new note has been updated. And we're all good to go with our payments on account. So I hope that made it clear for you. If you have any other questions about making sales on account or receiving payments on account, send me a message via email or on Facebook, and we'll definitely get into that. And if you have any other questions or ideas that you'd like me to make a video series out of, please let me know, and we'll look at that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you soon.